Hey, you guys. How you guys doing? I forgot to take this bandana. It's not really a bandana. So, like, I got a bonnet. And you know the one that you could wrap? So, I ripped it out because it was making me hot and it was annoying me. And I was like, yeah, let me get this. So, I said I'm going to use it for the future. And here's the future in the present. And I am laying my hair. And I redid it because the last video I don't give a fuck to explain to y'all. I really don't give a shit. So let's get straight to the point. But give me 1 minute. Look at Pepper in the back. Pepper! She want to eat. And she's not supposed to eat till 8 o'clock. And it's 7:27 p.m. I said December 4th. Peepers! Look at her. She just waiting for me to go. She just waiting. You're not going to eat till 8 o'clock, girl. And it's not 8 o'clock. One thing about this dog, this half Chihuahua, half Dachshund dog, she always want to eat. Look, see? You see? She always need to eat. She always need her attention. Stop scratching my back, girl. Stop scratching my back, girl. She always want to eat. She always want to eat. And she wants it, and she wants it right then and there. I'm like, girl, I'm not giving you that. I'm not. And I'm not. In 2 ways, I'll be right back. This is what I'm talking about. She trying to demand me to go make her some food, but I ain't gonna do nothing. No. She hate that word. No. You. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you. No. You're dramatic. You ate like around like 3 and you want to eat that much. Yeah. Walk away. Hey, let me stop playing with her. Okay, so like I said in the last video, I'm done masking. So I'm gonna just keep it straight up with you. I just want to talk about being one of the most rarest personality type. And my personality type is a INFJ. And I am here for the INFJers and all the people who are interested in this type of stuff. Now, I do like to read about my personality trait or the personality types, but I ain't like, what's the best way to equivalent this? Like, I'm not like those people, how they are with zodiac signs and they really like think everything got to do with their zodiac sign. So I don't want y'all to think like everything, my identity is my personality type. That's not what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean I don't like to read on it. That doesn't mean because it helps me understand myself better and other people's point of views. But I'm not going to, do too much with it, if you get what I'm trying to say. So the first thing I want to say about being an INFJ is I'm weird and awkward as fuck. I am. But you probably will never know because I be masking. But, sometimes it's, or I'll give you a surface level Stephanie, a surface level gish, because it's like, I don't know you like that. And I'm naturally not a rude person. Like, I'm kind. So you're going to get the kind me. But there are signs that like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm tired of feeling bad about that shit. It's not fake. It's, it's a setting. I'm at work. Like, I can't, you can be yourself, but obviously I'm not going to be myself with everybody. Like, getting to know me is a privilege and not everybody is allowed to get in there. And I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of feeling bad about it. I don't give a shit. If you feel some type of way, you feel some type of way. If you want to get to know me, but I don't want to get to know you, it is what it is. Maybe I don't like something about you. Maybe I'm not interested. Maybe you ain't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a shit. I'm tired of feeling bad. Yes, I'm weird and I'm awkward. Very weird, very awkward. People always called me weird since I was a kid and I love it. Thank you for calling me weird, because why the fuck would I want to be normal like everybody else when I could be weird? That's boring. And I used to tell people that as a kid, that's boring trying to be like everybody else. Y'all all lying. You trying to confide into society's norms and be conventional. That's cute. I'm not a conventional person. I'm unconventional as fuck. I don't go by the rules. The only time I go by the rules is if it makes sense to me. If it don't make no sense, I ain't following that shit. And I don't give a damn. Call me a rebel if you want to. I don't give not one. Do not care. I'm awkward. I don't know how to, I have done a better job and I'm still doing a better job throughout the past couple years of how to start conversation. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate surface level conversations. I hate small talk. I'm not going to small talk with you forever. I do it because it's something that I don't like to do, but I can do it, but I'm not going to do it forever. I'm going to walk away. And I'm tired of feeling bad about it. I like deep conversations. You don't like deep conversations, we're not going to click. We're not aligned. Get out of my face. Sorry. Tired of feeling bad about it. I like deep conversations. I want to talk about life. I want to talk about our goals and our dreams and stuff. We can't do that surface level all day because we don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get it at work and at school, but I don't need to do that with you all day. Hey, how you doing? Call today. Get out of my face. Yeah. Oh, well, if you ain't trying to have a deep conversation, I don't feel close with you, and I don't care. I'm tired of feeling like I have to confide into society's norms when that's not my thing. I don't have to. If I don't have a lot of friends, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't give a shit. Oh, well. So, like, another thing that I always felt since I was a kid, but, you know, I'm older now, so I understand things. So I'm not in the same place of sadness or loneliness or just negative feelings. As an INFJ, I do feel misunderstood everywhere I go. I've always felt it in family. I always felt it with people I thought was friends. I always felt it in some ways at work, but not really. School. And I am at a place where I just don't care anymore. I do not care. And I also, another thing as an INFJ, because I'm going to put this together, is I feel like an outcast. But I'm okay with it now. I'm no longer in a place where I do not understand why, and I'm just questioning everything. And I feel like this doesn't even have to do with being an INFJ or personality type, because anybody can feel this way. But I'm just so over the people pleasing, people making me feel guilty for, or making me feel bad for being my authentic self. I'm tired of over explaining myself. I'm tired of just being, you know, gravitating sometimes towards the wrong people, sometimes, not all the time. And I'm just over it, and I just don't care, because the people pleasing, the over explaining, it just makes people like you for what you can do for them instead of who you really are. And it's like, every time I try to, and that's not I try, every time I am being myself, people project, or they make me feel bad, or they criticize me in the wrong way, or they gaslight, or they manipulating, or they make you feel bad for being you. But as I got older, I realized sometimes people are envious and jealous because you can be your authentic self, and they feel like they can't do that due to their own traumas or society or their status and stuff. And so it's like, as you get older, it's like, well, what's the point of feeling so bad? It's not that bad being your authentic self. If people are going to misunderstand me and make me feel like an outcast or ostracize me, or I choose to do that, then oh well. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Don't care anymore. If you don't like me for who I am, then that's on you. And I'm tired of the people pleasing and crap fitting and trying to accommodate. There's no point, because don't get me wrong, it's okay if people don't like certain things and you're trying to, you know, meet in the middle ground. But if it's always a problem with it and I'm trying to meet you in the middle and you're still, then I just don't care anymore. I don't care. I lost a boyfriend because of it, and I lost a friend because of this year. So I just don't care anymore. And it's like, after the friendship breakup or the actual breakup was over, I was trying to feel bad, and I did in a certain extent, but not really, because I know I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, you just don't really like me for who I am. You like what I do for you. You don't really like me like that. And that's okay, because it's going to gravitate me towards the people who do like me. And unfortunately, you got to kiss a couple frogs for that. And I don't give a shit. I don't feel bad. Y'all want to be my friend? You want to break up with me? Oh, I don't feel that bad, because I was being me, and I am a loving person. I did the best I could. And it's like, you only like the part of me, or people like the part of me that is kind, that comforts you, this and this and that. But I'm also a realistic person, or not realistic. I'm also a real honest and blunt person. And that's another thing about me. If you don't like honesty and bluntness, then I'm not the friend for you. I'm not the person you want to be with romantically. I'm not going to be the family member you like. If you don't like that, I'm going to be honest with you and keep it real with you, then you're not going to like me. And I'm tired of feeling bad or dimming my light for people so they could shine because they don't like that about me, or dimming my goofy side, or being silly, or, you know, being me because you your confidence or your self-esteem is low and you trying to put me down. And I feel like I've tolerated that stuff because of just growing up in an abusive household where my dad was just very extremely insecure, very narcissistic, abusive, low self-esteem. It's like you tolerate. It's like, okay, let me dim it because maybe I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. You are. I ain't no motherfucker. But what I am the problem is tolerating your bullshit. What I am the problem is people pleasing. What I am the problem is enabling, the reinforcement. That's where and I got to hold myself accountable. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be your yes man friend. I'm going to comfort you. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to listen. But when I start to notice a pattern, I'm going to be like, hey, let me be honest with you. Don't you think you're doing this too much? Don't you need, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like that, then oh well. I've lost friends because of that. And it's just like, and I usually get it mostly towards female friendship. And it's always when it comes to men. And it's just like, yo, I know, I don't got to explain it. And I really want authentic female friendships. And I met this girl at the gym. And she's a little older than me. And I feel like with her, I could be authentic. Like, it's going to get there, but I'm taking it slow. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I got trauma with friendships, especially with women. But I don't want to have a negative view on it because of that. You know what I mean? So I really crave, another thing about being INFJ is I crave authenticity to the max. I do. I can sense when you're not being authentic. And sometimes I notice that for certain people, but because of the connection or I felt close to you, I don't want to let you go. And I hold on to something that I know gotta go. And I'm tired of doing that to myself, so you gotta go. Sometimes, unfortunately, people gotta walk out of my life, and sometimes they gotta walk out of yours, so, yeah. Like, another thing that I really do love about myself, being an INFJ, like I said, just because I'm saying a personality trait, don't mean that other personality traits are, because you're not what I am, don't mean that you don't do this. It really doesn't matter. But I am very creative and artistic, and I love to think outside the box when it comes to it. It don't even need to be with art. It could be with my friends. I like to weird you out in a different way. Like, I can't be your normal weird that everybody think is cool to be. No, I got to be a different type of weird, and let me just get to the artistic side. With the artistic side, I love art, and I still want to proceed with it. I'm just, trying to get back to me, and I'm trying to figure out, plan things, and, pour some love into me and things of that nature. But with art, I've always done it since I was a kid. I love it. I used to try to make houses out of paper. I used to make bowls out of hair clips. I used to do whatever I could do. I used to draw on a wall. I still doodle at work. I do all of it. I look at stuff like a curtains or the trees or houses and patterns, and I form an idea of it. And I just really love that side because I'm like, I see people, and I love that side of me that's like, oh, people, when it comes to art, people want to paint this, or they want to draw this, or they want to do the usual calm and stuff, and it's a little boring to me. Let me step outside the box with that. Like, I ain't gonna do that regular shit that everybody want to do. Like, with pottery, for instance, people want to make bowls and put that plain color and stuff. I ain't doing that. Bitch, I go to the extreme. I am detailed for detail. Do you understand me? And I'm not saying I'm not the only artist who don't think outside the box, because there's plenty other, and I love looking at it. Even watching and looking and observing their pictures and their outside of the box thinking helps me out more and motivates me. I'm like, oh, I like the color scheme. Like, on my Instagram, I have a whole collection of random arts that just gives me outside the box thinking. I have Pinterest boards and pins, and I love art because you can be weird without nobody coming for you. Like, you can be creative, and it don't even need to be with art, like drawing or pottery. I love different types of music. Like, I love Trippie Redd. I like Don Toliver. I like Jaleel. I like white people shit. I love me some Katy Perry. I love Lady Gaga. I fuck with her. I like a little bit of Taylor Swift. Like, I like all types of music. Music, whatever makes me feel good, whatever makes me feel different, makes me feel the emotions, I love it. I love instruments. I used to play one, actually. I love, like, shoes. Like, I'm not like a big sneaker person, but I like the colors and the designs, and it really doesn't matter. I love photography. Like, I like different types of pencils. I like different types of pens. I like markers. I like different types of slippers. I love silly hats. You know what I'm saying? I like silly stuff. And another thing about being outside the box is that I am silly with things, but I like to be outside the box. If I'm going to be weird, I like to be outside the box. If I want to be loving and I care about you, I want to be outside the box. I don't want to do your usual. I want to do something different to make you feel like, wow, really, for me? Yeah, for you. I love that about myself, but I do feel like it's really hard to find people on the same page. But I do feel like the more I keep on being myself and sticking to it and no people pleasing, the more I'm going to meet them. The more I'm going to meet them, boo. Already met some, already have some. But anyways, like, I was talking about outside the box, but I don't really remember. Like with my pottery, like I love how I sketch everything out. I paint to detail. And I have a ceramic pin board in Pinterest because I want to draw different things that you don't really think about. Okay, people put birds in pottery, right? But they put the same type of birds. Like you might see a red robin or, the birds you see outside, pigeons. But I want to draw different birds that people don't talk about. I don't even know the names of some of these birds, but I'm like, nobody paints them. And nobody does this. And one thing about my ceramics teacher is that she loved that about me. Like I was one of her favorite students. Like she didn't play about me at all. I was in every art show. Do you understand me? Because she was like, wow, you're so different. And I just love being so different. And I feel like growing up people make me feel so bad for that. But not anymore. People make me feel bad about it. But when I sit down and think about it, it's not that I didn't like that about myself. It's more that people didn't like that about myself. And I just dimmed my light. Because when you're a kid, you want to be liked, you want to be loved, you want to have friends, and you don't want to be alone and feel that loneliness or whatever, but it happens. And another thing I want to talk about being INFJ is being a lone wolf. It's like, as I got older, I'm not lonely and I'm not afraid to be alone, but it's more like I just feel alone. Like everybody's here and I'm up here. And I'm not saying in an arrogant way, or everybody's going to the right, but I'm going to the left. Or everybody's going to the left, but I'm going to the right. And when you have different views, when you think differently, when you want authenticity, your standards are high. So you're not going to meet a lot of people there. It's hard. But it's not hard to find inauthentic people. It's not hard to find friends like that. It's not hard to be in a relationship. It kind of is. But what I mean by that is not hard to be in a relationship is it's not hard to getting one. There's apps, just people right there, just people who might like you. But the thing about me is I don't want just any type of relationship, meaning with family, friends, and lovers. I want authenticity. That's what I want. I don't want to just be friends just to be friends, just for the sake of it. I don't want to be in a relationship just for the sake of it because I'm lonely or desperate. I want to be in a relationship with you because I want to be in a healthy, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say, relationship with you. I want real connections with family. And if you can't provide that, I don't feel close to you and I don't care to. And I don't feel bad about it. And I'm very observant and I'm very highly sensitive. And people make me feel bad about that a lot. And I don't care anymore. If you don't like that about me, oh well. If you don't like what I'm saying right now on this channel, click off, unsubscribe. Don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change anything about me. I'm still a nice person. I'm still a good person. I'm kind. I'm a very empathetic person, and I'm learning to balance it every single day and letting go of all those negativities and what people used to say about me or how they make me feel. I'm just so tired of it, and I don't give a shit anymore, and it feels good, and I'm going to keep on going and keep on going. Overall, like another thing is I can be idealistic, very idealistic. It has its pros and it has its cons because it just does. Do I feel like it's saying it? No. You get the point, Like I said, being an INFJ, it's a bittersweet feeling or a blessing but a curse thing because you're able to help everybody. You're able to understand everybody, understand their point of views. Very open-minded. But for the quality, I don't feel like switching the camera. I don't know if that worked. I don't feel like switching the camera to make the quality better, but basically what I was saying is, also I'm sorry for when I was recording that, the camera cut off. But what I was saying is like, you understand everybody, you're open-minded, you get everybody's point of view. It's so weird because it's like you understand everybody or you can understand everybody, but not a lot of people understand you. And so it's like, I do feel like when you're younger, you feel lonely and you feel like an outcast, and you realize quickly that not everybody relates to you or really want to be close to you and stuff. And then you just get older and you just feel alone, but it's something that you learn to accept and be at peace with. I do feel like it's very hard to find friends than the usual, than the norm, because it's hard to find friends anyways, regardless. But I realize how harder it is, because you want someone authentic. You don't want just friends just to be friends. It's hard, romantic wise. Like, I don't really be liking people like that. Not a lot of people catches my interest. And it's being an INFJ is something that can take a while for you to mature and to accept and just be cool with it. And I am 22, and there's a lot more things to accept and be cool with in general in life, regardless of being an INFJ. And I'm learning that every day. I am already accepting certain things, but I know there's more to accept. And it can be really hard, because as an INFJ, you really cherish and hold on to the people that you really love and have a deep, close connection with, or closeness. And so when you feel that deep connection with people, it's different, because it's like, you don't really get that. You don't really get a lot of encounters like that. And so when it's time for it to go, it can be so hard to let go. And you just want to hold on and cling on, because it's like, I don't know the next time I'm going to get this again. But I feel like that's when you're in an immature state and insecurity, and it's something that you slowly but surely have to get at peace with, and just realize people gotta go and people come and go, even if you do feel that deep connection with. And sometimes it's funny, like sometimes you feel that deep connection, you feel close to that person, but they don't feel that way with you. And I feel like that happens a lot to people in general, especially being an INFJ, but that happens to people regardless of personality type. And I'm learning that every day. And yeah, I feel alone, but I don't really feel lonely or anything. And it's really hard to let those people go when you really care about them. Like, for instance, that friend and my ex-boyfriend, like, I really do care about them. I love them more than anything. I would do anything for them. But I had to realize that they not on the same page as me. They ain't gonna do the same shit for me. Or they don't know how, or they just can't at the moment, or they don't want to. You never know. And it hurts sometimes, or it hurts all the time. But that's just how life goes. Let me know if you guys can relate. Let me know if there's any INFJers watching. Let me know if you're not an INFJ, but you relate. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time. I do plan on recording more videos, because I have a lot more to talk about. Bye.